Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we'll be talking about huge news of XLM potentially being made legal tender. So on the 28th of April, the Panamanian government approved a regulatory law allowing for crypto tax payments. So as part of this development, the Panamanian Legislative Assembly signed a bill which will see residents within Panama being able to pay taxes and civil debts using digital assets, including cryptos. So as part of this legislative law, the Panamanian government has earmarked 7 crypto assets, including the likes of Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, Litecoin, XDC, Elrond, IOTA, Algorand and Stellar. So this legislative law also sees the mentioned cryptos being a means of enabling for payments for goods and services within the nation. So the likes of XLM will be commercialized as a payment infrastructure within Panama as a whole. So this new legislative framework will also see the mentioned cryptos incurring 0% capital gains taxes. So this will see the likes of XLM being a de facto legal tender within Panama as a whole. So the main reason as to why Panama may have devised this new legislative law is due to the benefits enjoyed by El Salvador when El Salvador made Bitcoin legal tender, where when the nation made Bitcoin legal tender, this led to the influx of a sizable number of tourists within the nation and also saw a large influx of foreign money entering El Salvador. So with Panama making the mentioned cryptos, including XLM, legal tender within its nation, this could lead to a similar influx of tourists entering the nation and foreign money also entering the nation. So this could be quite beneficial for the overarching Panamanian economy. So with XLM being made a de facto legal tender within Panama, this could be quite exciting for the overarching seller network and for XLM token holders, as the potential for residents within Panama being able to use XLM as a means of buying goods and services within the nation, and again XLM could be used as a means of paying taxes within Panama. This could see more individuals within Panama actively purchasing XLM to carry out these actions. So with increases in the overall purchasing of XLM, this could see increases in the overall demand for XLM, which in turn could lead to increases to the price of XLM, especially over the long run and when this initiative comes into full effect. So a very exciting development for the Stellar network. So also I'd like to talk about an article I recently came across published by Forbes, where Forbes detailed the differences between Stellar and Ethereum. So the article published by Forbes initially detailed the benefits surrounding Stellar, where the paper mentioned how Stellar is primarily used for cross-border payments around the world, where the paper mentioned how due to the high scalability, the high finality rates and the cost effectiveness surrounding the Stellar network, individuals can send funds across borders a lot faster and cheaper compared to legacy systems. So the article also mentioned how smart contracts are readily available on Ethereum, but they made a slight mistake as smart contracts are now available on Stellar. So with the recent rollout of smart contracts on Stellar, this will add to another repertoire in Stellar's offerings, where Stellar won't necessarily be observed and seen and used as a means of sending funds across borders, but with the availability of smart contracts on Stellar, other initiatives, especially surrounding DeFi and DEX developments, may also arise on Stellar. So with the likes of DeFi, DEX and smart contracts basing themselves on Stellar, this will lead to sizable increases to the overall utility by more bodies on Stellar. And as a result, the demand for XLM, which will actively validate the usage of Stellar for these new developments, will increase. And as a result, the price of XLM may increase, especially over the long run, and the utility surrounding the Stellar network increases over time. So as well as these exciting developments, IBM's Hyperledger blockchain has directly integrated the Stellar blockchain into their offering, where IBM's Hyperledger blockchain is a private blockchain and is mainly used for the validation of transactions and also enabling the building of smart contracts. So IBM has directly integrated the Stellar network into its IBM private blockchain, where when transactions are actively verified on Hyperledger, such transactions will be actively validated and enabled through the Stellar network. So at the moment, banks are the primary users of the private Hyperledger blockchain, where banks actively use Hyperledger for developments, especially surrounding DeFi on the platform, where banks use Hyperledger for initiatives, especially surrounding cross-border payments, where with the availability of smart contracts on Hyperledger, there will be a lower need for a middleman to actively validate and enable transactions to arise. So with the likes of banks openly and actively using Hyperledger for developments, especially surrounding DeFi protocols, this will see similar degrees of transactions actively arising on Stellar, as the Stellar network is actively plugged into IBM's Hyperledger fabric. So when transactions, especially surrounding smart contracts, conducted by the likes of banks arise, these actions will be actively validated and enabled through the Stellar network, where when such transactions arise on Hyperledger, such transactions will be mirrored on the Stellar network, which will be actively validated and verified through XLM. So with increases in the overall demand for XLM to actively validate and enable such transactions, this could see sizable increases to the price of XLM, especially over the long run, and the likes of banks continue to actively use Hyperledger for actions surrounding DeFi and even smart contract and cross-border payments. So with overall increases to the utility surrounding the Stellar network, especially by the likes of Panama, IBM's Hyperledger blockchain, and the overall utility surrounding Stellar network, especially surrounding smart contracts, could be quite exciting and bullish for XLM token holders, as all of these actions will be actively validated and enabled through XLM. What's your thoughts on Stellar? Are you bullish on XLM being made legal tender within Panama? Let us know your views in the comments below. Thank you for watching, Crypto Clan. Don't forget to like, subscribe and click on the notification bell. Let us know your views in the comments below. Thank you for watching and we'll see you in the next video.